So, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Was it worth the wait? Absolutely not is what I would say to just more than the first half of the movie. But holy shit, yes is what I would say to the final 30 minutes of the movie. And I'd say those final minutes are probably worth waiting for. Stick around to find out why. Yo, what's crackalackin'? It's your boy Julian Veloso back at it once again. Welcome to my first video of 2022. Hopefully this will be the year that I finally reach 100 subs. Yeah, like if you stumbled across me randomly like 99.9% of my viewers do, then please drop a sub, a like, and a comment because I'm sick of making these videos and getting nowhere. I mean, it's been nearly 3 years and I know I could do something different, but I just don't know what the fuck to do anymore. Anyway, moving on. This movie actually released here in my country on New Year's Day, like 3 days ago, but the reason why I'm reviewing it relatively late is because I didn't want to go out during New Year's Day, especially when it's school holidays and on a weekend, because that's when all the normies come out, so you know that the place is going to be packed even for the most mediocre of movies. It's the reason I never watched Monster Hunter last year on New Year's Day as well. Not only that, but I really wasn't looking forward to this movie at all, not really that much, because I was never a huge fan of Ghostbusters. I mean, the original movie is released a long time before I was born, and I mean, I did remember watching them like 17 years ago when I was in primary school or something. Never rewatched them since, never really felt like it, so I don't really remember too much. It might have been a good idea to rewatch them before this one though, but I just didn't have the time. And I say that because Ghostbusters Afterlife actually follows on really closely from the original Ghostbusters movies, as a single mother and two children move into a new town where they discover they have a very close connection to the original Ghostbusters. Yeah, this some might say can be called Ghostbusters 3. I know there was a Ghostbusters movie in 2016 starring a female cast and Chris Hemsworth, but if you didn't know, that flopped at the box office. They lost a whole lot of money, so the sequel to that, while planned, was cancelled. So try to completely omit that movie from your minds because that ultimately was a one-off. So they returned back, kind of relating to the OG Ghostbusters a lot more with this most recent Ghostbusters movie. Even though I thought they did a pretty decent job at, relating and referencing back to the OG Ghostbusters movies in that 2016 movie. And you know what? That might even be a better movie than this one for me. Ghostbusters Afterlife, sure, it has its moments, but for the most part it was fairly boring and it isn't something we haven't seen before. Heck, even after watching, that 2016 Ghostbusters movie just recently, by the way, I found this movie to be pretty underwhelming. First of all, Paul Rudd is no Chris Hemsworth cracking jokes every so often. Let's just get that out of the way first, okay? He was by no means as influential or as memorable as a supporting character, or funny even. And I don't know, are the Ghostbusters movies supposed to be funny and taking the piss out of things and not that serious? Because that's what I've gathered from the two most recent Ghostbusters movies. I mean, they are targeted towards kids, right? But this movie just wasn't that funny. It had very little humor, lacked substance, had a few relationships that just didn't lead anywhere, and it just feels like nothing much really happens the entire movie. Not until like almost the last 30 minutes of it. This is a pretty bland and smack bang average movie, and I'd like to say you would get more out of it if you love the original Ghostbusters movies, but I'm not too sure because I'm not one of those people myself. There are a lot of references back to the originals, but I can see how this movie was just made to milk nostalgia and that's it. Just like the Matrix Resurrections, for example. Though I will have to say, I enjoyed this one's nostalgia ride a lot more, and that's solely due to the last 30 minutes or so. This is a movie heavily focused on a story that leads up to something, and if that thing isn't good, then it's no good. Thankfully though, it kind of is. The last 30 minutes kind of made up for everything because holy crap. I don't want to give away too much, but let's just say I'm pretty sure OG Ghostbusters fans will appreciate this one a lot. I mean, it almost stunned me like a Marvel movie scene does. And there was a huge, almost Harry Potter-like sequence. That's all I'm gonna say. And I think the last 30 minutes or so might make it worth the wait. It almost brought a tear to my eye, and I ain't even into Ghostbusters. So yeah, to sum it up, everything but the final sequence of the movie was trash. I'm going to give Ghostbusters Afterlife a C+. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I kind of fucked up with my scores or some shit. Like Matrix Resurrections, I feel like I graded a little bit too lightly, and that one probably deserved a C+ or C grade even. Can we just switch the scores? Like this one get a B- and that one get a C+, because that's what I'm thinking right now. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Like and sub if you enjoyed, and as always, feel free to check out any of my previous videos. Until next time.